Hey, so about 4 or 5 thousand miles ago, I did a full knuckle rebuild, as well as the rest of the axle and the differential and everything. But, I mean, new bearings, new seals, everything, new grease. And then one day I poked my head under, and on the back side of the knuckle, there's grease dripping out. And so I did some research and I took it apart, and I'll show you what I found out. So here are my two axles with the burr fields. And if you look closely here, I don't know if you can see it well because of the reflections, but there's a groove in this flat surface here. This one isn't as bad, but this is where the seal, the axle seal, rides on this to seal the differential fluid from the knuckle grease. And because of this groove, which is worn over many miles, now that seal doesn't seal. And so the axle, the diff fluid, can get through that seal into the grease, and it basically dilutes it, and then it leaks out the bottom of the knuckle. And the really bad thing is that then it can actually starve your bearings from being lubricated. So this is a bad deal, and there's a couple of fixes out there. Wits End sells a great tool that will allow you to seat these seals. Well, let me show you really quick. So that's the seal that I'm talking about. And Wits End sells a tool that will allow you to seat a seal, an axle seal, like a 1/16 of an inch deeper. And that way, the seal is riding on this surface in further from the groove. Well, you probably can't see it on the camera, but my groove is really wide, and there's actually two grooves right next to each other. So it seems to me that the previous owner has already done this trick, and this just isn't ever going to seal up. So what I did is I bought new axles. So I got these two axles. They're, newer chromoly, supposedly stronger than the old original Toyota ones. So we're gonna pop these in there and seal this thing up for good. Another thing that I heard, that if you don't want to buy that tool from Wits End, is people will, when they go to set this seal in there, they won't pound it all the way in, and that will set it just to the inside of their groove on their axle. It's the same idea, but it just goes the other direction. I guess this would give you 3 different locations you could put that seal. But to me, it just seems like a good opportunity to buy new axles, stronger axles for my oversized tires. So I learned this trick on Otram's channel. Seems really destructive, but apparently it's the best way to do this. There you go. Okay, my new axles came with new C-clips, and I pinched the berth in this vise, wrapped a glove around it so that the jaws don't tear it up. And then I'm just gonna line it up here and then use the screwdriver to kind of get the... Oh, that was easy. I got the C-clip kind of in there, and then I'm just gonna kind of hold that. This is clumsy. And I'm just gonna, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I'm gonna hit it on the bench here. There we go. Easy. Man, those C-clips just go right in there easy. I don't know why it's different. There it is. So now I'm just going to pack a little more grease in there, and then we can put it in the truck after I unwrap that end.